How's it going, guys? This is Triple J. And we're at the Wildcat Garage for a little shop talk. But today we're featuring a long-awaited car. This is, it's the GTO. It's the 06 GTO. And it's pretty cool, man. Just got it today. It was funny. I shipped out my haul to Hot Car Track. And I had a couple big packages that also went to Australia as well. And this showed up right afterwards. And so I couldn't slip these in the box. Surprise. So, anyway, this guy here is going under the knife. I'm gonna take him apart. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with this thing. I've got a backup here. And I've got a couple more in the mail on the way. They haven't hit the pegs here where I live on the Lost Coast up in Eureka, California, up in Humboldt County. We're up at the top of the state in California. But you know, they really did a nice job with this casting. Okay, let's go ahead and get down to it. I'll show you some other cool stuff. Hey Craig, look, it's a Ferrari. It's got faster than ever wheels. I don't know what it is, but it's really light, but it's cool. And if you end up not liking it, you could always pull the wheels off. One of these days when I ship out to New Zealand again. Oh, this is a Holden. I just, one of those fancy Holdens, Hot Wheels Racing. Outfitted with some faster than ever wheels. The wheels that were on there were actually pretty good, but I just like the way the FTEs look. I think they're cool. So, you know, that's really why I change them. I mean, sure, they're faster. I mean, if you don't polish the standard wheels, you know. Anyway, let's get to the oh, look at the Bugatti. That's how you say it. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Those I found in that haul that you guys saw. My dad brought a bunch of big stacks of boxes over. Yeah, there was 4 of these in there with faster than ever wheels. These 3 had packages that were just ruined. And there was one that was absolutely untouched, pristine, looked like it came straight out of the factory. So, a small blessing in disguise. All right, let's put this thing on the deal here so I can have both hands. Yeah. Thank you, Simon, for giving me some camera tips. I adjusted the ISO on here. Okay, look at this baby. Okay, this is a really good looking car. It's light. Well, it's not real light. I waited earlier. We got this the wheelie bar feature. This does not inhibit its ability to go around the fat track. It does not drag. It's really just for looks. And a lot of the times in these cars, you got to cut those off or else the car won't go around the track. But I already tested it around the corner. I didn't race it, but I, just kind of pushed it along and see if it would work. Okay. We got 37 grams for the GTO. The 06 Pontiac GTO. Okay, this is stock. Okay, look at the bottom here. We've got the slim drag wheels in the front. Can you see that? And I don't know if I like those. Now for a straight track, going down the orange track and a drag strip, these are great because less friction, less surface area touching the track. But then they put the big fat meats in the back, which is kind of cool because when I take this puppy apart, I've got a couple sets of faster than ever wheels that'll go on here. And then I'm going to have to jack her up a little bit so I get tire clearance. I'm going to try to avoid grinding out the fender wells. But anyway, I've never really tried it. Oh, look at the front end detail on this. I mean, this is really a nice casting. It really is. The detail inside, the seats, you can't really see it right now, but if I actually do pull this thing apart during this video, I'll give you guys a nice up-close look. So, this thing's pretty cool. Alright, let's look at the wheel spin. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I could pull these off, polish them and put them back on. But you know, once you got the thing apart, you might as well put faster than ever wheels on there if you got some extras. I don't care much for DeLoreans, and these wheels are exactly the right size to do a SS Commodore VT Holden mod. I mean, they're the right size and the right width, and so you can just, you know, they swap right out and you don't have a lot of problems. And plus they're all the smaller size wheels, so it's minimal lift in the rear end to get a tire in there. So anyway, I thought I'd just, the Nissan Silvia is another one. That one with faster than ever wheels, that has, you know, the correct width. Actually, this looks a little bit wide, but they work. You just end up gluing them into place. But I've actually found if you let the axles float from side to side, as long as they stay level, the car handles pretty good. I've got another custom Holden just like this with the first one I did, and that thing really does well on the fat track. And the axles slide in and out, which I really don't like. But as long as they don't rub on the fenders, I don't care. Okay. Okay, back to the star of our show. All right. In the meantime, down here I've been working on some NASCARs. I'm going to tease you guys for a minute. Okay, this is a Revell, and it had crappier than ever wheels. And these things are kind of funky, but there's no little clips that hold the axles in place. And I don't know if any of you guys are going to be doing Revells, but I haven't put any weight to it or anything. But the wheels fit nice. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a good car. Rusty Wallace! And this is the first NASCAR that I pulled off. And this one just gave me fits. But I got it to work pretty good. I had to do a little bit of fender grindage in the back. And I got the weight distributed nicely. And, you know, the interior's, you know, pretty much intact. You guys seen this race on my track. It's not the fastest car, but, you know, there might be just some little adjustments that I need to make to get her right. And then here's one that some of you guys, I sent to some of you guys. I think Craig and Kiwi Mike have this, you know, similar NASCAR casting. It's got the plastic base, and it's real easy for a wheel swap. And these are the same size. Unfortunately, well, look, now you can see the slop there. Yeah, I mean, but the fenders don't hit, so it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll take these apart, show you. But I did this last night. I did an assembly line. I took like, oh God, I think I had 14, 15 cars. Faster than ever's on one side, so I could just hack through those and get the wheels off. And then I had the cars I wanted to preserve, being these NASCARs. And I found a NASCAR that, one of those stories again, probably shouldn't have opened it. It was in a jewel case, and it had screws that went up from the bottom right on the shaft holes. And, well, anyway, they were already drilled out. I go, oh, how cool. Well, no, not cool, because they had a rivet head on them as well. And so when I went to drill them out, this one collapsed in the front, but I was able to salvage that. And this thing is just going to be a mess. The wheels are all sloppy, and I just have them sort of sitting in there just so I can look at it. This is probably the last one I finish for the NASCAR challenge. Oh, and I found something else cool. I finally got a purple Ute. This is actually a nice set from Matchbox. Got this online, but man, this purple one's cool. I know some of you guys have this one, but this is my first purple Ute. So now I got 3. I can't wait. I'm going to mod one of them. But yeah, that's neither here nor there at the moment. Oh, one more thing. I was going through my cars and I found an F40 with wobbly wheels. And so I put FTEs on it, and it looks sick. But see, I was chicken to really work on. I haven't worked on F40, and they have some weird things like a very slim area in the back here. And so you end up drilling right through it. But it threaded fine. And these things have floating axles. They're not secured by any clips or anything. They just kind of sit in the trough there. And they move around. And then the trouble of it is, some of these, the hood rubs on the rear fender, on the rear wheel. And so not all F40s are created equal. So I did that one so I could do this one. This is like my favorite F40. And this one, it must have been sitting in water or something. I mean, it's all, the axles are rusted, but I freed them up. But this thing with FTEs on it is going to look sick. But the trouble of it is, it'll be a custom and it's not going to be heavy. And these aren't really set up for tires, but you know what? An F40 doesn't need tires. It doesn't. I mean, it goes down. It'll make a, I bet you it would make it going forward through 3 fat track corners. And that brings me to another thing. I'm going to be adding a third corner here eventually to my track. But it's, once again, when I'm doing a quick setup, the kamikaze setup, you know, I'm not going to have time to do that third straightaway and third corner, but I'm going to see if I can do a pre-setup with all my track bed and make a platform for corner 2 instead of having it just basically on ground level. And that way I've got another downgrade to go into the third and final corner. So it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see how the tired cars do. I know they're going to just, it's going to give us another chance to pass. Because after 2 corners, it just isn't quite enough, you know. So you go to the third corner, and now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, you know. And we might see some great passing action. We could see like triple and quadruple passes. That'll be kind of fun. All right, I'm going to pause it. Oh, no, I'm not. My cat's scratching at the door. Distractions, you're not supposed to have. I'm ready to go punt the cat. Okay, this is kind of cool. It's a Nomad, and it's a Hot Wheel. And this is a West Coast custom. And which is really kind of cool. It's all metal and it's very nice. But look at the suspension. You push on it, and it's a low rider, and then they come down. It's got little springs in there, and they work together simultaneously. And I thought that was a neat thing. It doesn't roll. It's got rubber tires on it. But it got me thinking. This cat is going to die. Get out of here! Stupid cat. Sorry. He's going to scratch me later. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's drill this Holden out, man. Okay. Put a little cutting oil on my drill bit tip. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get this in the screenshot or not. Okay. Oh, look at these rivets. Nice big rivet holes here. Shit, that kind of scares me. Well, I'm either going to pull it off or I'm going to screw it up. Okay, baby. Nice low speed. Ah! I actually wasn't paying attention one time when I drilled a hole in my finger. Well, I just nicked it. I pulled it back in time, but you don't have to go too far. Back her out of there. Oh, look at that. Always keep your drill bit clean. Okay, that's nice. I don't know if I needed to put more oil on here again, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. A little more on the tip for the back rivet. Click the drill back in position. Now, there's probably better ways of doing this, but I'm just trusting my eyeball calculus. And I have no idea. Usually these studs are perpendicular. Uh-oh. I felt kind of soft. Casey's like, stop, you're going to ruin it. Now I've screwed up a couple. Well, I've only screwed up really one. I screwed up a GT40, and I had the angle wrong in the drill, and that was like really ticked me off. And I'm gonna fix it myself. Thanks to Mark and KC, they gave me some advice on how I could do it. Little JB weld action sounds like the way to do it with a straw. Rebuild that stud. Okay. This is the part that takes the most practice, I think. I'm not putting the oil on the tip, but getting this rivet out. Okay, you just want to pop this ring right here. If you could pop this off, you're set. Okay, you got to grip it pretty tight. Make sure the drill's going the right way. Okay, we're all square. Okay. Shit. Alright, what's an issue here? I mean, I could just go for it and get it to come off of there, but I'd like to do it clean. It's almost like my drill bit isn't long enough, but it's got to be. Okay, I'm going to try a little bit more and see what happens. See if I can get an angle here. Alright, see? See it right there? There's a little, the rivet sleeve. You get that off, get that big drill bit away from your car, because you're wasting your time. Alright. Okay. I mean, this whole thing looked good on paper when I was like, oh, I don't want to do a video. I'm bored. Of course, now I got to watch this stupid thing on my channel. When I watch it, it's like, shit, I got to fast forward past this. Try to make it funny. Okay. Oh, God. Come on. Don't screw it up. Oh. Just like butter. Maybe. Okay. Let's get her apart. Oh, what the? I don't like prying on it. Oh, there we go. That's what these things are good for, getting the thing apart. Okay, I got something hanging up in the front. Shit. Shoot. Alright, here we go. Here's what we got to work with. Nice little plastic clips. Look at how loose the rear end is. Now, that it may be by design, and it might help the car handle on fat track, but, you know, I've been liking to glue these down and isolate the axle movement. Mainly because when you have a tire on there, you don't want travel up and down on your rear wheels, because you're going to get rub, and when that when that synthetic hits the metal, I mean, it's like putting the brakes on. It's like, pulling the e-brake. Okay, it does this in the front too. Now, I would say this is like, why? What a dumb idea, but GT40s have a floating, I mean, there's not even any clips. They just rest in the trough there. And the axles can float. Okay, let's look at the interior. Excuse me. You guys see? Oh, it's got a little, kind of a roll cage. The seats are kind of nice. Yeah, this camera. I mean, this is a great Android phone camera. It's a LG G7 ThinQ. And it's probably 3 years old, but the camera's really cool. Alright, well, there's our interior. Look at the inside of this. Nice, solid. Yeah. That's nice. Okay. Alright, well, that's what it takes to get this guy apart. And you got your windscreen here. Oh, look. Factory blemish right in there. Okay, see, this is where my skill level stops. I don't have a jar of that goop to strip the paint off. Okay, we're going to go paint this baby now. No, it's like, I like this color orange. This is going to stay. But I think I'm going to put faster than ever wheels on this thing. Definitely on the back. All right. Now this, I don't have a great way of doing this, but I like to use this little screwdriver. Now I don't have my magnifying glass. I just kind of twist it. I try to save these clips because they're great for when you put the new axle in. Woohoo! Popped right off of there. You know, so if I want to save these, all I got to do is, you know, you buff out the, can you see? You buff out the end. I've done it by hand instead of even using the Dremel tool, and it's made a huge improvement. So these are some good wheels that if somebody wants to use these for wheel farming, because I'm not putting them back on. Okay, here's my faster than ever wheel stash. Oh, I got a few. All right, which one's the right size? Watch me not have the right size in here. Probably put it on a NASCAR. That looks like it. Yep. Let's see what it looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, your first view. Oh, fuck. New Holden. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at that. Woohoo, that looks cool. Yeah, I got no tire clearance whatsoever. And notice the interior has a clamping device that locks down over the chassis, which gives us stabilization. So I was just full of baloney saying, oh yeah, it floats up and down. No, it does not. Okay, now for the fronts. These chicken shit. I don't really... You knew that was going to happen. Okay. So, to get the wheels off of here... I really knocked everything all cattywampus. Alright, let's do it again. Let's do it again. So Mark D was talking about doing some kind of a military race. You know, military exercise. And that's pretty cool. I got some tanks that are quick. And I'll whoop you guys' butts. So you might want to just say, no, we don't want to do military because Triple J is going to kick our butt. Actually, I do have some fast tanks. Oh, we don't have any smaller size wheels for the front. I could go big. No, that looks lame. No, I've got some cars to mine. I can get me some wheels here. Let's see if these fit. Oh, look. It's like a NASCAR nightmare. That's what happens with all these NASCARs. You try to go upsize, you got to grind and everything. Okay, I'm not using those wheels, obviously. I'm going to go with the stock size wheels. And I'm going to break this thing. There we go. Yeah, beautiful car. This is very well made. Right now, this is the time to get them because they're, you know, fresh off the assembly line. Okay, so there's that, and I'm going to leave you hanging because I want to be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. Oh wait, well, how about this? I'll just take his wheels off. Let's see if that makes sense. Yeah, it looks like those will fit fine. I want to put some different ones on this Holden. I can't remember what casting with the FTEs has the more narrow front end where the wheels, where the width of the axle is more contoured for the for the Holden. You know what it is? It's the Pontiac GTO 67. That one has the right size front wheels. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go do something. When I come back, I'll show you what it looks like. We'll just do a second part of this thing. All right, guys. NASCAR. All right. Let's my cat needed out. My wife, Bonnie's disabled. She can't really move around too well, and so that's my job. I'm now the home health care provider, and it's not really what I wanted to have to do, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take this guy apart. Get the little screwdriver out. Using the shorty screws for right now. I have different sizes. I've got longer ones. These are stainless, and they've got the little washers that go with them. I can't think of the guys. I think it's Jados Toys or something. Anyway, he sells all kinds of stuff, and he's got great hardware. Okay, fancy Holden. This one's nice. This is the 2004 pace car, and I've had this sitting on the shelf for a while, and I didn't want to. It took me a while to find these, and then finally I figured out the keywords, and yeah, there's a lot of them out there, but they're really pretty cool. But the paint job isn't as good as the other two, like the Cheetah and the one with flames. The one with flames is just the sickest one they ever did. I love it. Yeah, this is going to be a nice car. Okay, let's get these wheels off of here. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, you're seeing the brand new Pontiac 06. What is this? It's the GRX32 with faster than ever wheels. We'll see you at the track soon, and we'll be kicking your ass. Look at this. Look. Look. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Oh, man. What do you guys think? She's wicked. These are cool. Now, eventually, if you guys have trouble getting them down under, I'm gonna try to scoop these as many as I can get. I mean, they're asking way too much online. I mean, I paid too much for these. I wanted just to cuss the guy out. You freaking thief, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I didn't. I just said, screw it. I want the car. I want it now. I'm not waiting. So, here's what we got. I'm going to add some weight to it and stuff. And but I'm going to have to address the tire issue. Now, I haven't really looked it over that closely. Spring option for the rear end lift is not going to be what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the washers. I might put a washer internally, but I have this really good rubber compound. It was a failed compound for a Blackfire tire, but it's thick and rigid, and it makes killer suspension bushings. And so it gives you the space. You can snug it up, and then you just back your screw off, and then you have your fender well clearance for your Blackfires. And I mean, you're good to go. I mean, it takes time, but you know, this is a labor of love. Oh, yeah, do some lights on this thing and paint the parachute. What's it say in the back? It says, what does it say? Super Duty. What is it, a freaking Ford? Come on, Hot Wheels. But, man, this thing's cool. All right, that's the deal. So, when I put the screws on here, drill it out, thread it, which will go perfect. I have all the stuff to do that. This is going to be the world's fastest 06 GTO Holden on the planet, at least for another week or so, until somebody else does it better. Yep, GRX32 06 Pontiac GTO. Boys, it's a thing of beauty. They really did a nice job. Now, of course, you guys know, well, I've actually seen, I recognize this. I remember these when they came out with the cool hood scoops on there. I go, wow, what is that? GTO. I had no idea it was a Holden. Man, what a sweet car. You know, damn them for discontinuing Holdens. It's got to be because of the electric cars. It's got to be the thing. But there it is, guys. It's pretty cool. So I'll show you. Well, you'll probably see it on the track next time when the weather gives. We'll be happy. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you. I was cruising around to that last haul I got from Dad. It's an 8 crate metal base. Never seen one with a metal base before. Well, actually, I think I have a Sin 68 with a metal base. But look at this paint job, man. This thing's wicked. And I was going through there. Oh, good, there's 2 of them. And I looked, and it's got rubber tires. And I was all mad. I go, wait, that's a Chase, which is a treasure hunt. So that's in the display case. And then there was and then I decided this thing's so cool. One of these is going down a Mount Western Raceway. How much does it weigh? I mean, this is going to be... I haven't raced one yet, so I could be just an idiot for doing it, but... 52 grams, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 52 grams. Yeah, baby. And here's another one. Oh, here's the Pontiac width. This is the 67. This is 67. 66 GTO wagon. I mean, it makes sense to take something off an older GTO and put it on a newer one to make them better. Yeah, this I think is going to haul. It's going to be quick on the track. This is all metal. 55 grams. Yeah. I can't wait till the weather breaks so I can test these babies out on the track. Okay, so if you find a fasten over wheel 67, not the station wagon, but the regular coupe, the rear wheels are really no good for you for a Commodore wheel swap, but the fronts are perfect. They're absolutely perfect. And yeah, it's essential. I need to go online and find some more of those. And I also believe that the for your NASCARs, no, these are too narrow. I already showed you. Okay, I'm going to clean up my mess, and there's all kinds of great stuff going on. A Hot Car Track is going to have the finals for the Australia versus USA truck tournament, and yeah, that's shaped up to be pretty good. And I was razzing those guys. Oh, look, there's a dog in the back. I was razzing those guys about that little skinny, stupid mosquito truck with the faster over wheels. I mined the wheels off of one of those, and I got a closer look at it.